trust. I can't, life ain't easy. I get so close to giving up all the time. But I could write a song that would possibly save me. The time it takes to get up and start over again. Though it's looking impossible lately. Don't see the end, but at least I know where to begin. Where I'm going to, Lord knows, Lord knows. I just found the start, but where I'm going to, Lord knows, Lord knows. Where, yeah. Lord knows, Lord knows. I just found the start, but where I'm going to, Lord knows, Lord knows. Where, yeah. Lord knows, Lord knows. I just found the start, but where I'm going to, Lord knows, Lord knows.
All right, I hope you really enjoyed that. That was a collaboration between myself and Olivia Akolo, an incredible singer, as you can tell. And the two of us worked on that song for a few months. And the way it went down is she sent me her vocals, her vocal idea, and some chords that she had put underneath. And then I kind of reworked some parts and then used chords that she had for some parts. And what I wanted to do was just build an entire song all in Maschine. So these kinds of things are possible now, and they're made a lot easier, mostly by the advent of clips, which is still a fairly recent addition. So clips allow you to build the structure of your song like you used to do, and then drop over into song view. And then what you can do is arrange your sections of songs just like you'd always do in Maschine, and then make another track or a group. And then on that one, you can record things like vocals or guitars all as one long take, and then you can comp them together. So I've got a video on vocal comping with this same song that I made a few months ago. So I'll put a link to that in the description. So what you're looking at here is 5 different takes that she did on her own. She sent those all to me. I layered them all onto different sounds in Maschine, and then I comped them just like I did in that video. So make sure you watch that so you can learn how this process works. I won't go into it right now. All I want to do right now is show you kind of the breakdown of the song. I also want to show you this fancy new Maschine Mark III that I've got right here. This was sent to me by Native Instruments. I am not getting paid to make the video, but they sent this to me for free. And I have my original Mark III, which is just going to be collecting dust. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that to Olivia. So she doesn't know this, but she's going to be getting her own Maschine now. And then this thing here is beautiful. So there's still a bunch left. You can still go pick one of these up for yourself if you're new to Maschine. They are the same price as the regular Maschine. They made 750 of them with this amazing company called Dynamo. And they're known for designing their own fonts and things like that. So you can see on this device, it's just beautiful. We even got Maschine Mark III written on the back if you're doing live stuff, which is pretty cool. There isn't anything else under the hood that's changed with the Maschine. So thanks to Native Instruments for sending that over. And Olivia, you'll be getting yours in the mail soon. So let's get right into the song and show you the different tracks that we've got. First thing I've got in here is a Flying High kit by Crate Cuts. Beautiful kit. And the next thing I did is I've got a scratch vocal track. So this scratch vocal track was for me while I was arranging to have the vocals in there. So before she even sang her final takes, I just had these chunks of vocals. One for the verse, one for the pre-chorus, one for the chorus. And I just dropped those in there so that every time I played the verse, I could hear her vocals.
Slowing down.
Because the way clips work, they're going to live over here in song view, right? So I've got my main vocals cruising through here on song view, but if I want to hear it while I'm arranging, then I've just got a little scratch one. So that one is just kind of a workaround that you might have to deal with. I've got a bunch of hits in here as well. So went through Prismatic Bliss, one of my favorite expansions ever, and just found some beautiful little stabs. And then some cymbals, Gotta have some cymbals in there. The bass patch is called Ametrine, and that's from Warped Symmetry. And the Rhodes in this one was the Scarby Mark I. I didn't have my own Rhodes at this point, and yes, I probably should just go in and redo it on the real Rhodes, but this Scarby Mark I sounds fantastic, so that's what I've got in there as the Rhodes. I've got an April Showers kit, which is also from Crate Cuts. So you'll find me using Crate Cuts all the time. So the next thing I've got in here is some string swells. I got those from Metropolis Arc. Beautiful string patch, and it's just called Strings Mid Swell. And then what I did for the chorus is I used Noir. And I'm telling you, that library by Sonokinetic is fantastic. It's got so many cool sounds in it. So these are the Noir strings on their own, and they get a little bit messy, but they're doing some really neat kind of old-timey string slides in there. And let's listen to that with everything. And then I've got some piano stuff happening in there, just played in some piano. I also have a vibes that comes in, a little solo thing that happened in there. So what I did there was I started in A minor, did my little solo for the main part of this ending, and then for a moment it kind of shifts key to G minor. So you'll see me switch down 2 semitones and then back up to A minor so that I can solo in the proper key of that little portion. If you get kind of quick with the switch there, you can manage that in a live setting. In the other little solo, what I did is I used a different scale. I used the Super Locrian scale. Works really well over altered chords. So intense jazz music theory. We've got this really interesting chord in there. So we probably want to call that an E sharp 5 chord, because instead of the regular 5, that note right there, it's raised. And then we have the 7. So that's this sort of juicy chord that keeps surfacing in this song. And this Super Locrian scale works perfectly over that. So I set it to Super Locrian. And it sounds like I am just practicing those scales every day. And the truth is I actually do practice those scales almost every day. So, but if you don't, you can get away with it using this modes on the machine. So hot tip for you there. And those vibes come from Marble Rims, which I've got a video on as well, because they have so many great sampled instruments in that expansion. And then the last thing is probably my favorite, which is this little pigments patch. This one is called Alhambra. And then what I did is I used the pitch bend, and I set the pitch bend range to 12 semitones. And then what I did is I just play a chord and crank up the pitch bend. So we start with that A minor, and then we go to the next one, and that's it. Anyways, I just love how this song turned out. Olivia is an incredible singer. I can't wait to see what she does with her career. I'll put links to Olivia's social media in the description. So make sure you go over to her YouTube channel, subscribe to her there, support her, tell her how amazing she is. You can tell her in the comments here as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, got inspired to go and maybe make entire songs for yourself in Maschine. So hit the subscribe button and the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.